Hey everybody, it's Helmstrats. I'm back with another episode. Oh, hold on a second. We got company. Sentinels. Actually, this is a good time to test the beam weapon. Ah, look at that thing go. Okay, nanobots, that's helpful. Okay, well, we need a dock to get another crew member anyway. Alright, as I was saying, welcome back guys. This is Helmstrats with episode 10 of Starcom Nexus. And as you can see, I'm back, and as you saw, I tested my new beam weapon. Yeah, before I started recording, I went ahead and searched around because I didn't know how long it would take to find the Sentinel with the last beam weapon component. But I got it. Hold on a second. More crew. That's all for now. Shipyard. Right here. That's the beam. Well, I'll take you to research first, where we got it. Ah, here we go. Laser weapons. It's not very strong or has that much distance yet, but I'm trying to save up on research points for a lot of other stuff. And as you can see, as I show you right here, is the beam weapon in question. I had to replace the armor for it, but I think it was a good trade-off, but time will tell. We'll see. I may have to research the other ship tier class just so I can slap on an extra armor somewhere around. Anyway, let's leave the station. And last time, if you saw episode 9, we had just finished exploring this section and found Sentinel main computer, which told us that there was a secret Sentinel base, which is probably here, that I found accidentally. And yeah, and there are these waypoints to explore, well, 3 to be exact, to explore other sections of the galaxy that might have the clues we're looking for to finish the transmission and get the code to shut down the Sentinels from attacking humans, namely us. Now, before we do that, though, I'm going to stop by the Citadel because I believe I know what one of the artifacts goes to. Yeah, over here. Hard luck mine. All right. And we should still have plenty of titanium to spend. And I might just go ahead and buy some other stuff as well. Other unique artifacts, that is. Including that leather egg. Yep. Welcome, welcome. Unique items. Huh. That wasn't here before. A recently acquired holographic display device. But we'll get the silver staff, because I think that's what it was. Analysis shows that this is not merely an inert rod. Through some unknown mechanism, it causes certain transition elements to vibrate subtly within a 4-kilometer radius. 95 research points, that's good. A leathery egg, let's get that. After examining it for some time and taking appropriate biohazard precautions, the team's biologist proclaims that it contains a live specimen of some kind of aquatic creature, possibly sentient or even sapient. Starcom ethics protocol therefore prohibits any destructive analysis. Okay. Ooh. I don't have much titanium left. Yeah, let's hold off on those. Let's return to the ship. we'll have to mine or find some more titanium or trade for some more titanium later. Well, this does have a lot of titanium in it, so I may go back later and, you know, do that. But right now, let's head for base, because I have a feeling I know where that leathery egg goes to. Specifically, it mentioned aquatic, and as it happens, we have an aquatic species over here. Or we did. Okay, they're not here anymore. Figures. Okay, we'll just hop around until we find one. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about those Ulikoi or whatever traders. Oh. Go. We'll just investigate one jump gate at a time. Nobody there. Nobody there. Wait, was there somebody over here? Nope, nobody but the Citadel. Ah, there's one. In cool waters, we saw you again. Our story was at a turning. Let's see. We obtained an egg. Is it your species? Words were not sufficient to express our gratitude at the return of our future, but we said them nonetheless and gave you gifts. Huh. Things for things. That's all for now. Is that enough? Not enough for them to become friendly to me? Maybe it just needs some time. Oh, yep, there it goes. Friendly. Now there are allies. Alright, now let's find that other place. Okay, it's over here, so we want to go in here. Now we just need to head for that warp point. Yeah, the laser, though, costs a lot of energy. Let's switch to missiles. Shields. I keep losing one crew member with even the briefest of skirmishes. Oh well. And I'm a tad softer without that armor. Well, we'll see how things progress further along. Gotcha. Okay, let's send down the team. Mining outpost. Ah, yeah. Administrator asked the team if they've encountered the ward stick. Yes, we purchased it at the Citadel for you. The administrator is delighted and delivers the promised reward. 200 platinum. Well, that quest is done. Let's head back then and choose the next place we're going to go. Yeah, last episode 9, we had to take down a huge Citadel fortress at that world I mentioned, which is where I got the cruiser and added the armaments to it. You know what? I think I'll exchange the laser for the armor again, because the laser just costs too much energy. I'll need a bigger ship with a lot more reactors before I, use the lasers. Even the Sentinel's smallest ship had only one laser, which tells you something. Alright, back to the base, kite station. Switch out and get another crew member while we're there. More crew. That's all for now. Shipyard. Recycle module. And put back armor. How many research points do we have? 507. And the next class should be the Nebula. Oh no, the Galaxy right here, which is 300. And the highest is Leviathan, which is 750. We don't know this ship technology. Alright. Now then, as for our destination, I'm thinking we should probably go up here first, because this is definitely Sentinel turf. On the other hand, this is kind of close, but... what the heck. If there's a problem, we'll just leave. We'll go to the top first. Although we could explore the one that's closest to us, which is over here. Shoot, why not? Let's try it. What the... I hate it when it does this, sometimes drifts off, even though you pressed X. There. It did it again. There. Now, let's jump. Sentinel base station. This one shouldn't be too much trouble. Got him. Whoa. We're a long... Oh, never mind. Okay, there's a 3-way cluster. I mean, warp points from this system. Interesting. No anomalies. Fly by the star. Nothing of note. First positive in this system. The anomaly signal is tracked to a network of sea caves. Soon, entering the survey teams and encounters a crab-like creature hiding in the shadows. While sentient, its behavior seems odd. The team xenobiologist suspects that it may be ill. Via the universal translator, they are able to strike up a dialogue. I am Polyphemus, the last keeper of the prophecy. Are you the servants of the Inquisitors come at last? I don't know what this entails, so I'll have the team return to the ship for now. Because last time I didn't leave something alone, I end up messing up. So we'll benchmark this for later. Right now, we gotta explore. Whoa. What is this? Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Unknown explorer, let's hail them. We are the Tin Kodin. Who are you and what is your purpose? I am Helmstrats of Starcom. We seek peaceful exploration of this region of space and a way back to our own home. We have not met your kind before, so can offer no help there. But we too are seekers of knowledge and peace. We have detected fragments of a signal in deep space. Do you know anything about it? Our observation colonies have detected this signal as well. It has whispered stories into our memory. Tales of an enlightenment in a deep-seed hole, germinating at the birth of time to spread throughout the universe when the sun pierces its adamantium husk. A promise of enlightenment, life, and power. But we see a false cold light in it. The foolish sapling grows toward it until its stalk bends and snaps. Appropriate. We wish to trade. Okay, neutronium. Huh. They have a lot of time. Oh, they're even cheaper on the titanium than the Saurians. Really cheap. I wouldn't have to look or buy as much. I'll hit the guys up again, most certainly. What can I spare? Adamantium is expensive with them. Okay, they don't like churlite. They're kind of fine with cobalt. Gold is, they're kind of alright with it. Kind of alright with platinum. What about yttrium? Let's go with straight 3,000. Under 19. 2,000 then? Yeah, I can live with that. Maybe share some of the gold. No, they're not that great with it. Okay, let's go ahead. That's all for now. Minerals are lifeless stones, but without them we could not take root in the stars, as we say. That's all for now. I think we can do business with these guys. The anomaly appears to be a heat signature of a small ship. Oh, it's this guy again. At the far end of a narrow boulder-filled canyon, the ship's guns have been oriented for maximum coverage. After waiting for almost an hour, the team doesn't detect any movement. Okay, alright, try to signal the ship first. The team tries to get the ship's attention by radio. When that fails, they try signaling with mirrors, and then the lander's laser. After waving a makeshift flag, they conclude either nobody is home or they are deliberately ignoring the survey team. I don't think that will do anything except trigger the defenses or blow it up. There doesn't seem to be much sense in waiting. Normally I wouldn't go for this, but have the team rush to the ship, weapons ready. The team storms up the canyon, take advantage of the natural cover provided by the boulders. The tactical maneuvers proves unnecessary. The ship's sole occupant, some kind of avian creature, appears to have died quite a long time ago. Oh, I thought it was the smuggler. As far as the team's engineer can ascertain, this was probably a smuggler who landed here to make emergency repairs to the ship's reactor, which had blown the equivalent of a fuse. Huh. The smuggler was apparently not an engineer and managed to complete the connection with his Talon. This created what was probably a brief but spectacular light show. The team helped themselves to the smuggler's goods. Titanium, Sherlite, and Cobalt-60. Not much, but... oh, that was interesting. Then we'll check this plan, the star. That's it, I think. Sorry about that, guys. A little background noise. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, guys. It's just, you know, trying to keep people to keep their voices down while I'm trying to record here. Alright, let's see what else is in this sector. This is pretty interesting. So far, I've met one group of people and a sentient crab. Don't think I know who or what that is, so I'll just ignore it for now. We'll head down, see where it's there. Oh boy, sentience. Oh, left something up there. Titanium. Okay, might need to go back. Depending on what's down here. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go back real quick, because... I don't know, this seems... well, this probably just leads over here, so... yeah, let's just find out what's all over here. Okay. Here we go. A freighter that, by all appearances, is flight-worthy, sits alone on a flat, dry plain. Scan shows no life or any other technology in the area, but for some reason unable to penetrate the hull. Let's salvage, see what's in there. While the team leader monitors the team enters a few minutes later, entry in the audio transmit. We have your crew. If you want them back alive, leave 25 units and go in the cave, 3,000 meter. Threaten to destroy their ship. Refused in the... We don't have 3,000 gold. Oh, never mind. A short while after the team emerges. Apparently the ship is a sophisticated military decoy repurposed for this con. The inside is empty save for some shielded jamming equipment. The hostage takers, wherever they are, were never aboard. The team was able to gather a very small amount of technical data from the decoy. Well, that bit me in the butt. In terms of gold, anyway, but that's not hard to find. I probably wouldn't want to destroy the ship either, but I had to see if that led anywhere. Sensors detect an indistinct anomalous reading beneath the surface of the waves. Surface conditions on this part of land make... let's send some... Okay. Several kilometers below sea level, even the team's extreme environmental suits are starting to groan under the intense pressure. Suddenly, a cluster of shimmering and pulsating orbs surround them. Scans reveal that this is a form of sentient life comprised of an unusual form of water that only exists at extreme pressure. Unfortunately, the dangers of these depths prevent the team from learning more about these creatures, but we got free research points off of it anyway. At least we won't fall for that con twice. Scan. The planet was once home to a civilization with roughly Iron Age technology. The anomaly detected from orbit was the ruins of a large settlement, now mostly buried. It appears that all life on the planet disappeared suddenly around 4 million years ago, although suddenly could have been as short as a day or as long as 20,000 years. The archaeological data has some modest value, 20. Galactic Explorer, complete 250 planetary surveys. No anomalies detected. Alright, let's head for this one over here. Okay, a lonely star system with a neighbor over here, so we'll investigate that too. Got you. The probe's data recorder malfunctioned immediately after deployment. As a result, we were able to examine its databanks in their pristine state and learn about its maker's manufacturing techniques. Ooh. Got quite a bit of research data off of that too. No anomalies detected. Alright, scattered over a wide area on this rocky dead world are a number of large artifacts. Most seem to be broken fragments, inert and inscrutable on their own. One still seems functional. As the team approaches, it emits a warm glow. It has no obvious controls save for 2 open canisters and an empty area suggesting a receptacle. The team engineer speculates that this device takes 2 materials and inputs and outputs another. The size of the canister reveals the quantity of inputs, 30 units. Traces around their opening suggest that the device expects yttrium, gold, and or neutronium. Well, let's put, I guess, 30 gold. We lost some gold, so what's a few more? And do gold again. Oh! This transitional metal is from an unknown island of stability way out on the periodic table. Number 158, a new record. Huh. The machine swallowed 225. Research points. The machine swallows the provider of shimmering metal. The machine's glow seems somewhat diminished. The engineer guesses that this transmutation process consumes a great deal of whatever the machine uses as fuel and is almost spent. Yeah, let's return to the ship. Return to the ship for now. We'll use it later and find out what else it does. Right now we got exploring to do, like that wreckage over there and the star. Okay, no research trigger, so... Oh, we just skipped that wreck. Huh. I'm on top of it, but nothing's happening. Guess that's something for later. See what's on here. Primitive huts constructed of local materials would suggest a pre-industrial civilization, save for the well-appointed spaceport in the background. Upon landing, the team is informed that this planet offers a regenerative environment for oxygen-breathing lifeforms that evolved in a water environment. In short, it's a tropical paradise. The team's security officer is initially concerned that it may be some kind of trap, but upon seeing their prices, he decided that no trap could possibly be this expensive to enter. They would charge 100 units of gold for the crew of the long trek to visit the resort in shifts. Oh, let's do it. After a few trips inland, the crew of the long trek is relaxed and in high spirits. It's unfortunate that Starcom has such strict regulations against command crew taking part in the survey missions. Oh, that's done. Now we go explore this system. Alright, we're just about there. Alright. Whatever the anomaly detected from orbit is, it's somewhere within a dense juggle. Yeah, send the team in on foot. We lost a team. He discovered the team able to repair. Sadly, not enough time to save his life. We got research points, but lost a crew member. Oh well, at least he had a vacation before coming here. Send a team down on this one. The surface of this planet is almost entirely covered with a seemingly endless forest of large trees, growing so close as to become almost impenetrable. There are a few hundred patches where it is clear that the trees once grew, but are just filled with dead trunks and scrub brush. The team sets the lander down at the edge of one of these patches. In one direction, dead tree trunks and dried undergrowth sprawl for hundreds of acres. The other, a thick wall of wood that has a few openings filled with a thick curtain of leaves and vines. Okay, let's explore the forest. Shortly after the team enters the dense forest, they report a deep hum that grows louder. The deeper they go, eventually becoming incessant buzz all around. Suddenly, all hell breaks loose. The team leader reports a swarm of giant insects, some with several meters across, attacking, killing at least two. The engineer reports another member is being strangled by roots. The zoologist reports the team leader has been eaten by a tree. The secret fall back. Several chaotic minutes later, the survivors escaped into the clearing. Strangely, despite the initial casualty reports, everyone is accounted for. After examining the readings from their data logs, the xenobiologist notes an unusual electromagnetic readings. She speculates these induce sympathetic signals in animal brains, producing vivid hallucinations. Huh. Hallucinogenic plants. Further investigation is possible. Let's scan this planet up here first before we go back over there. There's a gate. No anomalies, figures. Well, let's explore the forest again. Okay, we'll come back to this later then. Meantime, we're gonna take the Nexus gate. Right. Back where we were last time, and now we're entering the second warp point. Over here. Another. Oh, that's a plan. Not another warp point. All right, send them down. The team finds the signal of another freighter live parked in the shade of a rocky outcrop. Again, the figure is waiting by the vessel. The team cannot tell the same leader they encountered before and another of its species. Left purple goods, completely fragrant. No 8s, 15 and... Well, let's try. Da-da-da. What did we get? When the team opens the crate, they report most wondrous artifact they've ever seen. An iridescent sculpture of consistently changing colors. It's fortunate the whole team wasn't in the immediate vicinity as per protocol. The security officers were able to close the crate with his eyes averted. Subsequent computer analysis reveals the object has a mesmerizing effect on any being with a visual cortex. It's either some kind of mind control weapon or an art from a civilization with a very high tolerance for beauty. Well, it wasn't a complete waste this time. No anomalies detected. Okay, no anomalies detected. So now it's this binary star system over here. Alright guys, we're approaching the system now. There's the first planet that we can scan. Alright, let's see it. Another planet with yttrium deposited by alluvial processes. The team gathers minimum... Okay, yeah. Got you. Alright, databanks of this autonomous probe give us an additional insight into distribution of hydrogen and helium in this galaxy. 75 research points. Another planet, okay. This old growth forest has a mix of plant life among a dense network of trees with some unusual characteristics. Their leaves, in addition to the chlorophyll-producing cells, have a network of delicate sensors that serve no obvious evolutionary purpose. Additionally, the scan shows their phloem system has features in common with a data network graph. The team xenobotanist believes harvesting a number of trees could be very valuable. Okay. The cells in the trees' leaves collect data on light, temperature, and radiation and humidity. Then transmit this information along with the leaves' position to the phloem network. The xenobiologist believes additional data. Okay. The trees, phloem, Okay, let's harvest some more. There are no more trees to harvest. Okay. Got a lot of research points off that one. Discovery. Heterochromatic binary. The binaries pair are widely divergent in age and temperature. Otherwise, this is unusual given the otherwise normal orbit sector stability. I'm sorry, what did we do? For our mistake. Tread softer. Oh, okay. We found a planet covered with forests and dead areas. When we tried to venture, the crew went mad. The world we found is our first home. 100 billion ancient trees remember our entire history for 500,000 years. The madness you and your crew experienced is a natural defense against intruders. Centuries ago, we began to notice gaps in our memories. Some things forgotten we must have known. Some memories could not be possible. Strange thoughts we could not understand. So we cut off those trees from the rest and they died. We tried to find a cause with no success. Soon this memory blight reappeared elsewhere. We fear in a few millennia we will have no history at all. Perhaps we could help find a cure? It is unlikely. We have looked for centuries and have not even found the cause, but there is a chance we will let you try. If you return to that world, the Force will let you in. Okay. Close. That's all for now. Neutral. I hope we can be friendly with them. I did not make a great boo-boo. But we are desperate for research points, though. Okay, So that's the other planet we need to survey. Should have known that was too good to be true. Okay, hidden deep within a rocky valley, the survey team found an abandoned prospector outpost. Whoever mined here before harvested most of the ore, but the leaders... Okay, yeah, 13 gold. We got some of the gold back. Alright, now let's get out of here. And we can visit that first world. Apparently their first world, the junkyard... Oh no, over here, the Endless Forest. Alright, so we're back in system. And now, we'll visit that forest planet again. See if we can't find a cure for this memory gap of theirs. Grow deep, Explorer. What can the cut? Oh. Here we go. The team sets the lander down, explore the forest. The team is initially apprehensive of mind-altering force, but proceeds in. As the Tin Koiden promised, the team does not experience the nightmarish hallucinations. They report minor mental disturbances such as intense deja vu or old memories suddenly returning. And everywhere they report the sense of murmuring voices in the backs of their minds, but at least the team seems to be able to tell fantasy from reality. The team takes small samples from the trees, leaves, roots, and soil. After several hours of comparing the samples from the healthy regions, dead regions, and those in between, they have identified a common microscopic symptom. The affected trees all have complex folded proteins choking their phloem system, but the team is unable to find any disease vector that could produce these proteins. Neither bacteria, virus, nor toxin is present. The team xenobotanist guesses that if we could figure out exactly how the proteins were folded, it might provide a clue. Okay. Might need to come back to that later. See if what the doc back at Kite Station can make of this, if the dialogue is even available. Or go to the Citadel. Alright. Back here we go. Then we're going to return through here and go... Wait, we already explored this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay. Now we'll hit this. Well, let's actually go to Kite Station first. Need to pick up more crew anyway. More crew. How's morale? Oh, so when and where do you think we are? As implausible as it may sound to someone with only a rudimentary understanding of physics, I think we're in the distant past. We left our home weeks ago, yet the Morningstar has apparently been here for hundreds, if not thousands of years, over time and space. Why can't we be in the far future, and the Morningstar never traveled in time at all? Starcom and humanity have been spread across the galaxy in our time, yet here, the only trace of the human race we've ever seen has been connected with the Morningstar. If we were 100,000 years into the future, we should still see traces of civilization Our galaxy is littered with our trash. So another galaxy then. We were thrown to a galaxy a million light years away. Miraculously, the same galaxy as the Morning Star, and one whose particle density is coincidentally matches our models of the Milky Way in a few billion years ago. Occam's razor, Commander. Time travel is not so far-fetched as you imagine. The Lee-Thiessen experiments demonstrated it is possible so long as you can calculate a waveform that resolves all paradoxes. True, it took a Cypherum cluster working for a year to send a bit back 1 minute, but the principle is proven. How do the Sentinel keys work? Sigh, I wish the Commodore would stop calling them keys. They're not keys. Someone locked the Sentinels with a very difficult encryption system. That system has one key to unlock it. It would take billions of years to try all the keys, brute force as it were, except in this case the Sentinels would literally be using brute force on you while you are trying. They create a set of algorithms that restrict the search space. If you have enough of the algorithms, you can eliminate all but one key very quickly. The clever bit is that if you have one less than enough algorithms, it will still take billions of years. Okay, I'll get you back to your research. And apparently he has nothing to say about the bacteria. Let's see if there's anything to purchase at the Citadel then. And while I'm there, I can purchase the other items that are available. Items. Let's take the humming rod. This small, a great deal of technology in this artifact is miniaturized beyond our ability to analyze, but the parts we can study reveal some very advanced understanding of time and space. 250 points, okay. Small one of the events an auditable hum and colored light, but it seems to be the inorganic. Okay. Recently acquired holographic display. The display is a small metallic sphere. Technically, there's not much we can learn from it. However, it contains a holographic projection of a freighter using a Nexus gateway to travel from another star system to the Citadel. Okay. Return the ship. The holographic projection contains data sufficient to pinpoint a Nexus gateway. I've added its coordinates to the nav computer. This one, apparently. Okay, enter back. All right. You know what? Let's talk to the Hermit and tell him we're not the Inquisition. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save here. No, who are the Inquisitors? The false followers of the silver messengers. They lost the true way when they forgot the old prophecy. They have killed the rest. Now I carry the truth alone. What is the prophecy? The voice of the Creator, maker of the past and the future. Its fragments shall be revealed to the stranger at the proper time. Who is the stranger? We shall know them when the universe speaks to us. Okay. Okay, further investigation is possible, but I doubt he's going to tell us more. Let's take that next wormhole. This doesn't appear to be Sentinel space, though, so... Okay. We'll investigate this and that after we investigate this star. I don't see any other wormholes, though. Ooh, swarm logistics. This is the last piece of the puzzle. We should be able to research the construction of autonomous drone launchers. A cursory search of the area where the supposed anomaly is detected reveals nothing of interest. Okay, check the area. After scanning, searching for several hours, the team engineer notices that the portable scanner is giving off some unexpected measurements. Further investigation and a review of the scan logs show that many of the remote worlds at the edge of this galaxy have subtly different core compositions from the anomaly reference calibration. This may be causing occasional false positives, okay? No anomalies. Kind of figured. Missed that probe. Okay, super bubbles. Periodically massive bubbles appear. Helium breach surface and larger than... Okay, yeah. No anomalies. Okay. No anomalies, figures. Let's head for this outer system next, because it might have something to do with the fog surrounding that. Who knows? I certainly don't at this point. Whoa. A jamming station and an enemy base. Gotcha. Okay, we found a novel type of capacitor that should discharge tremendous amount of energy in a short period of time. Ooh. Yeah, it's another fragment of the same weapon design, still not enough for us to start research. No anomalies detected. Jamming station. This autonomous station appears to be monitoring something. The only way to stop it is destroy it. Okay, yeah. That's another one down. The team find the signal is another freighter live parked in the shade of a rocky outcrop. Let's buy. 150 research points. Dozens large flasks of a dark green liquid. Spectral analysis shows that it's 75% ethanol, 22% methanol, 2% tetrahol, 1% benzene, and 1% of assorted organic compounds. This unusual and probably lethal ratio is the result of a novel phenomenon the team chemist calls hypersaturation. Huh. Not totally worthless. We got 150 research points out of it. Okay. So, let's head for the nebula then. Ooh, caught that signal again. Judging from the change in the signal to noise ratio, I think there's probably another 2 noise stations somewhere. Under 30, okay. So there's just 2 more jammers left. And we're approaching the interior of the... Okay, let's bring up shields. Okay, 3 planets so far. Send a survey team down. A primitive village of stone huts sits incongruously in the lee of an old starship. The inhabitants, several hundred enormous furry bipeds, reveal their story via universal translator. Several decades ago, they decided to give up their spacefaring culture and return here to their planet of origin. Now they lead a simpler lifestyle. En route, they were forced to jettison a large piece of cargo to change trajectory. The object, which they describe as a large golden octahedron, has no practical function, although they did attach a great sentimental value to it. Unfortunately, they have no idea where it is now. Okay. Let's see if there's anything new. Okay, no. No anomalies. Okay, send it down. On approach, the team fails to spot anything looks of interest. The case investigate on foot. A few hours out from the lander, the team is stunned by a tremendous boom that knocks them off their feet. They quickly take defensive positions ready for an attack. When none occurs, they begin scouting for the source of the sound. Nothing is found. Eventually, the team's geologist realizes that this is a particularly pronounced form of natural phenomenon where the sliding in sand produces a natural resonance. Okay. I mean, that's it for this area. Let's head for Kite Station. See... Oh, spun around there. See if there's anything new dialogue. And we'll also head for the Citadel. Oh. Okay, nobody's flashing. How much research? Oh, we got a lot. So... Shipyard. Yeah, I'll save the laser for a larger class. Speaking of larger classes, blueprints. Okay. Ooh, attack drones. like I said, though, we'll wait until we get a bigger ship for all that. Wonder where that crap guy's homeworld is, though. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pause real quick. And it looks like some enemies decided to pay a visit. Alright, now that we've gotten that taken care of, we're headed for the Citadel, see if there's any new objects to buy. And I drifted off. Okay, apparently nothing. Okay, I think next we'll go up here. Ooh, who are these guys? No anomaly detected. Unknown outpost. Hail. Welcome, traveler, to the Guild of Zor. Private sellers used our services to find buyers for artifacts too rare to be found in any other market. We make no guarantees as to the value or safety of these goods, and all sales are final. So a black market of the other guys, the Citadel. We expect only serious inquiries on our items. For that reason, we impose a nominal fee of 5 adamantium to view the current lots. That seems fair. We offer the following artifacts from across the galaxy: an algorithm for reverse engineering a folded protein. A crystal found in the aftermath of a supernova, and a machine capable of hypothetical realities. Here we go. This algorithm provides an efficient way of determining how certain complex protein molecules fold, as well as determining likely initial states. 105 research. Well, we found what we needed for that other mission. Unlike most of the Zor's goods, this one lacks a physical product upon receipt of payment formula to us. Besides the scientific value of this discovery, we are able to effectively analyze the molecules found in the tin codon forest blight, the original state of the proteins reassembled structures found in neurons. Perhaps with this clue, the tin codon can solve the puzzle. Radio transmission received in your own language. The transmission is indeed Starcom standard. According to the Zor, it was recorded in normal space and thus may have been sent years or even centuries ago. It is strange to hear the voices of unfamiliar Starcom speakers. Detected that the Tripura system was hit with a gamma ray burst event a few days ago. Even the Rhea had survived the Sentinel ambush. 10 years later, they would have been wiped out by the rarest celestial event in the galaxy. That's after everything that happened on the star. They were the least lucky crew in the history of the universe. In Eos, they would be born. Huh. Got 90 adamantium left. We'll hold off for now. Because we need a lot more adamantium. We'll come back later. For right now, we're going to explore the rest of this system. And then probably head back to solve the plant people's problems. The architecture of these ruins is immediately recognizable as that of the servants of the fallen gods the team previously encountered. Carefully sifting through the ruins reveals that the hidden redoubt was reached by sailing due west from Typhon. Given the context, it seems likely this is the culture's interpretation of a celestial navigation, but no clue is to given of what or where or what Typhon is. Mission log entry updated. Okay. And there's 2 warp points. I'll go to this one first. Wreckage. From the outside, this appears to be a large transport ship. Its drive engines are cold and there are no energy readings. Sends a survey team. Inside of the ship is unpressurized, either by design or its atmosphere is leaked away. There are a variety of rare, antiquated but recognizable ship systems. Life support, helm control, comms, but the majority of the hull is filled with an enormous propulsion system with hundreds of glass tubes filled with corpses. The team doesn't recognize the species. They look a cross between an ostrich and a lobster. Analysis of the ship's systems show that a programming error caused the automated navigation system to crash due to numeric overflow. The very primitive AI tried to recover, but only succeeded in completely destroying the reactor. Most equipment has little salvage value, but now the useless life support. Now let's leave the ship alone out of respect for the dead. Learn my lesson from last time. Oh boy, probably should have investigated that first. Another ship. Let's hail them. This is another transport ship of the same coal, but there are faint energy readings within. Send lobster riches, as the team refers to them, but however, this time the reactor system is still operational, but just barely. The team engineer guesses that it will soon fail if left alone. She believes she could repair the system with 30 units of chillite. Alternatively, the life support system is very soon will not have anything to keep alive. Huh. Repair the reactor. After a few hours of work, the team engineer is able to get the reactor backed up to 90% of peak output. She also implements a patch to investigate into the navigation code, which she is almost positive will prevent the software from crash from reoccurring. With fingers crossed, the team returns to Long Track. Gotcha, probe. Okay, nothing of interest in here. Let's follow the ship. Certainly going faster than we are. Better not lose it. It suddenly stopped. We might as well go back and hit that gate system. Maybe it ended up over here or somewhere. Alright, that's the surveyed. Next planet. Oh. I am the Hierophant of the Gortanu, speaking through this vessel. Who are you? Do you seek Eos? I am Helmstrats of Starcom. I do not understand your question. The Gorn 2 serve the Silver Messengers and preserve their commandments. Guess that was the right answer. Who are the Silver Messengers? Do you mean the Sentinels? They are known by many names. It would take 100 billion sunrises to write out their true name. They guard the eyes that watch the path that none must follow. They are the keepers of the commandments. What are the commandments? They are the laws that hold the universe from oblivion. The children of dawn must never climb the ladder of heaven. The sacred artifacts their ancestors forged must be let lie. No one may listen to Eos's whispers or seek his pit. The Hierophant is their divine servant and final interpreter of their will. Who or what is Eos? Watch your curiosity. Eos whispers false promises of truth that the silver trumpets silence. He lures the heretics back to his pit. We'll be on our way. Okay, something tells me asking too many questions would be bad. Alright, nothing on this planet. Nothing on this planet. Nothing on this planet. Alright, now we'll follow that other thing. Through here, maybe. Discovery, Super Earth. This massive terrestrial planet has similar composition and temperature to our own Earth, but at a much larger scale. Its gravity would squash our lander to atoms, but we can still learn a lot from orbital observation. Okay. No anomalies. Oh well. Okay, let's scan this. Send a survey team for this one. Another world that succumbed to rapid desertification several millennia ago. The similarity effects suggest that this was either a product of a weapon or a large-scale celestial phenomenon. Okay, got a lot of titanium off of that. Ooh, that must be the transport. Oh no, this is another one. Repair the reactor. Where are they all heading? Guess we'll find out at the end of the road. That must be it. Investigate. Repair. No anomalies. Sentinels. It's headed off that way. Okay, just need to scan that last planet and see if I can't trace where those freighters are going. Despite abundant water and oxygen, the lower atmosphere of this planet is too dense with clouds that little light ever reaches the surface. A handful of mesas atop of the continental plateau are the only locations within the sun to support life. According to the xenobotanist, the diversity of the plant life across the mesa is unparalleled in his experience. Okay, let's see if we can't follow that other ship. Okay, we are nearing a star system. I think that's where the ships I've been repairing have gone. But before I land on survey this system, I'm going to see if there's like anyone else, you know, any of those other ships. So I'm going to keep exploring the rest of this cluster and go back to that later. I think I'm going to explore this system over here that I bypassed earlier. Alright, we're almost there. And there's a couple of 3 or so enemies waiting for us. Okay, let's scan this planet. Send down a away team. Gleaming spires of what at a distance look like gold, but upon closer inspection seem to be a flaking polymer, belie a glamorous outpost. After a quick survey, the team establishes that this is one of those ubiquitous establishments that allow the rich and poor alike to make wagers on games of chance and inevitably with terrible odds. They are prepared to return to the lander when the team's archaeologists notice that one of the games seemed to have some interesting prizes. The game allows players to wager neutronium with the chance of winning ever-changing special prize. The current special prize displayed Starcom insignia. 4 octagonal cards face down. Number 3. Symbol, platinum, via an elaborate pantomime. The dealer indicates that the team may now choose the same or another card. Whatever isn't on that card, they'll be allowed to choose to reveal the card if they wish. 4. Neutronium. Well, we got neutronium. 2. 1. On a plush Shukel doll. Let's keep playing. As far as I can see, this is a game of chance. Crap. I need to see how much neutronium I've got. Oh, not now. picked up some neutronium, thankfully. An old fission power drill sits amidst a rock field. Upon examination, the team discovers that it has been fitted with an adamantium bit. While the adamantium is unscratched, the shaft has been worn by the elements. Trying to reactivate the drill just might leave the... let's take a gamble. Huh. Oh well. Gotcha. Continuous encryption. The fragment we picked up reveals the makers use a form of encryption in their neural circuitry that allows computation without decryption. Even a hardware failure in carbon would keep the data secure. Okay. Good to know. The team lands, send a bomb. I'll have the team return for now. I don't like this. Okay. Huh. Alright. Okay. Just had to check on something real quick, guys. I think I'm gonna probably call it into the video here. Okay, I'm back, and now we're gonna go through this wormhole. See if we can't... get to this system, see what's there. Alright, so we're closing in. No anomalies. Oop. A neutronium core. Huh, looks like my prayers have been answered. Alright, sending survey team down. Okay, there is no sign of life on this planet, save a single apparently vacant city. The lack of any archaeological history suggests the city's builders were not native to this planet. Long-range scan shows moderate radiation levels, but below danger levels. There also appears to be a network of hardened tunnels beneath the city, but somehow shows signs of possible collapse. Let's explore both the city and the tunnels. Investigation confirms there's no life forms. The only damage to the city seems to have been caused by the environment, suggesting it has been empty for between 50 and 100 years. Most of the materials used in its construction are fairly common, though one central buildings hold a cache of platinum coins. Most of the underground areas are inaccessible due to collapsed tunnels. The teams force their way in, make some gruesome discovery. The skeletal remains of several thousand bipeds, presumably the city's residents. There's no visible sign of trauma. The team retreats unharmed, though several members subsequently make frequent use of the Kite Station's Psych Counselor and its bar. Got 31 platinum out of it, though. Derelict freighter. We'll go back for that after we investigate this. Oh, that's a neutronium core. Make up for the neutronium that we lost, and then some. Okay. Looks like a disabled autonomous freighter. It's a non-modular open hull design with quad fusion sublight drives. Interesting, but archaic. It looks like when it's lost of power, the cargo went everywhere. Huh. Titanium, neutronium, gold. This seems familiar, almost. Kind of looks like something off of Homeworld. Okay, got a lot of resources. Can I board this thing or destroy it? Okay, no, it's indestructible. Gotcha. Alright then, I'm gonna head back to the system. And probably call it into the video there. Alright guys, I think with that, I'm going to call it into the video here. And I think we got a lot done this run. Now, when we come back to the next video, we're going to finish exploring this cluster, do some missions, go back and help the plant people, and maybe tag another couple of clusters. So until then, guys, if you enjoyed watching me play Starcom Nexus this round, then please, as always, leave a like, sound the notification bell to stay up to date with my channel's content. Leave your comments, thoughts, and or game suggestions in the comment section below, and hit that subscribe button to support my channel and to help it grow as we continue on our YouTube journey together. Thanks. I've been Helmstrats, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.